Hello viewers, I hope I am audible and visible. Today's topic, as you can see behind me, is are crocodiles and alligators different creatures? Now, for the longest time, because I have lived largely away from these creatures and I intend to do so for the rest of my life, I was often confused between what is an alligator, what is a crocodile. Are they just different ways of naming the same animals? Are they just names that are used by people from different places? Maybe the Americans call crocodiles alligators. What's all the fuss about? Are they different or are they same? So I'm happy to announce that they are definitely different, but in one location this difference is often misconstrued or missed, outright ignored, and that one location is E.N.T operating room. Now you might wonder, what has alligator or crocodile got to do with the E.N.T operating room? But believe me, the term alligator and crocodile is frequently used in the E.N.T operating room, especially during middle ear surgery. So in today's video, we will talk about the differences between alligators and crocodiles and the correct way of naming a certain E.N.T instrument. But before we do that, allow me a little bit of time to just check if the stream is live or not. And I will not take more than a second. So yes, we are struggling with the live part. We are definitely streaming. There is no doubt about the fact that we are streaming, but I am not very certain of what we are streaming. So again, bear with me a little bit. Yes, so I have got confirmation that we are live indeed, and yes, so I'll just stop the second screen and we can come back to this. So let's highlight the differences between alligators and crocodiles. Let's occupy the center stage of sorts. Let's look directly at the camera and let's talk about the differences between alligators and crocodiles. So alligators and crocodiles, the first thing we need to understand is what is the distribution. Let's understand the distribution. So crocodiles are largely seen in Asia, in Africa, in Central America, in Malaya, in Indonesia, and in North Australia. Alligator mostly is found in North America and in China. Habitats: crocodiles can live in both freshwater as well as in salt water, whereas alligators mostly live in freshwater. Habits: crocodiles are more aggressive. Now, if you have the opportunity or misfortune, depending upon your views about these animals, of being close to them, I would suggest to stay away. But in terms of their habits, crocodiles are more aggressive than alligators. The main difference between crocodiles and alligators is that in crocodiles, the lower teeth are visible. When their mouths are closed, the lower teeth are visible. The mandibular teeth of the crocodiles are visible. The alligator, the lower teeth, not visible. Also, the teeth in both crocodiles and alligators are unequal, but more unequal in alligators. In terms of the size, the length, the crocodile is typically 8 meters long, whereas the alligator is 3 meters long. So alligator is significantly shorter than crocodiles in length. Then there are differences in color. Crocodile is olive green with black spots, whereas alligator is mostly grey in color. Now it comes to the snout. The snout of the crocodile and alligator. The snout of an alligator is U-shaped, whereas the snout of a crocodile is V-shaped. So visibly, just by looking at the snout, you can distinguish between an alligator and a crocodile. Look at the snout. I think you can see the picture behind me. Let's move away. And you can see that this here is an alligator and this is this one. Where am I? Yeah, this one is a crocodile. You can see the snout. So the snout is U-shaped in alligator. It is V-shaped in crocodile. Now look at this. Can you see this? This is where the confusion happens in middle ear surgery. What do you call this instrument? This is an instrument used in middle ear surgery, especially tympanoplasty. Very important instrument. I would try to take it close to the camera. I suppose we can bring it very close to the camera. And we see how this opens up. Opens up like this. I think you can understand that this is looking a lot like the way the snout of a crocodile or an alligator would open. However, if you pay close attention to it, I don't know if I can show it to you on the camera very clearly. I don't know how clear the image is. But I can see for myself that the snout of this instrument, I can see it for myself that the snout of the instrument is V-shaped. So we should definitely call it crocodile forceps and never alligator forceps. So next time you hear somebody call this alligator forceps, you can tell the person that alligators and crocodiles are different animals, so the forceps should be named after either an alligator or a crocodile, but because we are calling it after the animal because of the similarity in appearance, this forceps is more similar in appearance to crocodile because of the V-shaped distal end. Crocodile also have a V-shaped snout, so this should be called a crocodile forceps and never an alligator forceps. Next time you hear somebody call it an alligator forceps, tell them it should be called crocodile forceps. And if they ask why, or if they say the even worse thing, that aren't they the same, tell them the difference between alligators and crocodiles and why this forceps should be named after crocodiles. Of course, if the person making the mistake, quote unquote mistake, is someone senior to you, better to not point out their mistake. I hope you like this video. In the next video, we will talk about something half as interesting. Bye bye.